In this video, we shall solve the exponential equation 8 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x divided by 4 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x, and this is equal to 17. Now 8 is the same as 4 times 2 raised to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x divided by, and then 4 is the same as 2 times 2 raised to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x, and this is equal to 17. And from the rules of exponents, we can distribute the powers. So this will become 4 to the power of x times 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x divided by, this will also be 2 to the power of x times 2 to the power of x minus 2 to the power of x equaling to 17. And as you can see, 2 to the power of x is a common factor, so let's take it out. For the numerator, we shall have 2 to the power of x into, this will be 4 to the power of x minus 1 divided by, now this will be 2 to the power of x into 2 to the power of x minus 1, and this is equal to 17. Now before you proceed, let me ask you a question. Do you think x can be equal to 0? Let's see what we get when we put in x equals to 0 into our equation. So we shall have 8 to the power of 0 minus 2 to the power of 0 divided by 4 to the power of 0 minus 2 to the power of 0, and this is equal to 17. And so we shall have 1 minus 1 divided by 1 minus 1 equaling to 17. And so this will be 0 divided by 0 equaling to 17. Now 0 divided by 0 is indeterminate. So the left-hand side is not equal to the right-hand side. Therefore, x cannot be equal to 0. Now, because x cannot be equal to 0, we can cancel this with that. So we shall remain with 4 to the power of x minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of x minus 1 equaling to 17. And we also know that 4 is the same as 2 to the power of 2, and then raised to the power of x minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of x minus 1 equaling to 17. And from the rules of exponents, we know that whenever you have a to the power of n raised to the power of m, this is the same as a to the power of n times m, which is also equal to a to the power of m raised to the power of n. So we shall take 2 to the outside and then bring x to the inside. This will give us 2 to the power of x and then raised to the power of 2 minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of x minus 1 equaling to 17. So we shall have 2 to the power of x raised to the power of 2 minus, now 1 is the same as 1 raised to the power of 2 divided by 2 to the power of x minus 1, and this is equal to 17. And from the difference of two squares, whenever you have a to the power of 2 minus b to the power of 2, this is the same as a plus b, and then times a minus b. So we shall express this in the same way. This will give us 2 to the power of x plus 1 and then times 2 to the power of x minus 1 divided by 2 to the power of x minus 1, and this is equal to 17. Now this can cancel with that, and so we shall remain with 2 to the power of x plus 1 equaling to 17. And if we take 1 to the right hand side, we shall have 2 to the power of x equaling to 17 minus 1, which is equal to 16. And so we shall have 2 to the power of x equaling to, now 16 is the same as 2 raised to the power of 4. And if we compare both sides, we can see that x equals to 4. Now let's check and see if this answer is correct. If we put in x equals to 4 into this equation, we shall have 8 to the power of 4 minus 2 to the power of 4 divided by 4 to the power of 4 minus 2 to the power of 4, and this should be equal to 17. Now 8 to the power of 4 is 4096, and then minus 2 to the power of 4, which is 16, divided by 4 to the power of 4, which is 256, and then minus 16, and this should be equal to 17. And if you put this in the calculator, you will get 4080 divided by 240, and this should be equal to 17. And so you will get 17 equaling to 17. Therefore, x equals to 4 is a true value of x. Therefore, that's how you can solve such an exponential equation. If you have found this video helpful, don't forget to like it and also subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.